Yes, indeed, the sounds of Scar's Image with Morphogenesis. My name is Total Biscuit, this is Blue Please on WoW Radio. Right, before I go on to the next segment, those asking when this charity 24-hour broadcast will be, the marathon, I'm going to be calling it TB versus EB, and only one of us is going to win, I can guarantee that. We don't exactly know when it's going to be. Early February, we're going to have to talk to the organisation, Deborah, about getting it all sorted out. So yeah, we're looking at early February, and it'll probably be on a weekend. So, what I will say to those of you who perhaps create music, of course we'll need a lot of royalty-free music because I want to provide the entire thing as an archive and podcast in its entirety. So if you have any music that you would like played on the show that you have created or one of your friends has created and has no issues giving to us, then you can do that. So yes, we shall be raising money to fight this horrible genetic condition. Now, speaking of horrible conditions, Enchanting. Let's talk about professions for a little while. The trials and tribulations of crafting, indeed. Those of you who have been following my progress through Wrath know that at the moment I'm level 78, which is way lower than I would like to be, sadly, due to being busy, which is also the reason there was no Cape News this week. Sadly, I've been pretty much working solid all week and haven't had the time to get anything done. I'm actually feeling very tired right now. I've been boosted up by eating some very tasty Millionaire's shortbread, which sugar crash should occur in approximately now. That's going to take some repairs. Right. Crafting is always an interesting topic to deal with every time you have a new expansion, because of course they release a whole bunch of different recipes, and they try, and usually fail, to fix the crafting system. Indeed, this time they've done so very badly, and I'm going to tell you why, and indeed what I think needs to be fixed with it. I mean, this is going to be more of an anecdotal segment, to be honest. There's going to be some ideas, some solutions, but to be honest, mostly, I want to talk about how angry Enchanting actually makes me. Enchanting is the most masochistic profession you could ever have the misfortune to possess. Primarily, of course, there's a few reasons for that. Before Wrath, you weren't able to sell your enchants on anything other than the trade channel. Sadly, after Wrath, you still can't sell your enchants anywhere except for the trade channel. At least not for a profit, at any rate. Here's the situation. Right now, you've got a profession which is hideously expensive to skill up. You have no idea. I will tell you soon how much it costs to get a skill up. You guys think you've got it bad with whatever profession you've got. I can guarantee you that Enchanting is worse. I can guarantee it. Not only that, but it doesn't actually produce any kind of tangible item. It produces something that can be replaced, and indeed requires another profession in order to sell on the auction house. I mean, let me put it this way. Here's the stupid irony of this situation. I am making more money right now selling the materials which I'm supposed to be using to put my enchants on than I am for selling the actual enchants. By putting on, I mean, of course, armor vellums and weapon vellums. I am making more profit by buying up ink, getting parchment, getting a guildie to craft me a bunch of those things, and then selling them for 3 times the profit than I am from doing the enchants that go on them. Please do not tell me that isn't broken. Right now, the price of an Armor Vellum 3 on my server is 30 gold. 30 gold. Price of 20 Ink of the Sea is, yes, 5 gold. It's being cartelled. And as happens with all new professions, this happened with the same with jewel crafting as well. Because jewel crafting's making a merry killing. It was good enough already, and now it's been improved even more with the ability to get perfect gems. Great! Bloody wonderful! I'm glad to see jewel crafting's doing okay, but I'll tell you for a fact that Enchanting isn't. Now, the issue with Enchanting is that the material cost to level up is so high that people don't have it. They don't have the materials to spend. What's worse is you can't go around and mine it. If you want to be a blacksmith, all you need to do is take up mining and then go and mine a lot, yeah? Now, the nodes are going to be there, it's just going to take time. If you want to do the same with Enchanting, you have to get a lot of greens, which are random drops. And don't tell me about getting blues, because the price of dream shards on my server right now is 10 gold. You know what the price of infinite dust is on my server? 8 gold 50 per unit. One piece of dust is 8 gold 50. Whereas dream shards are 10 gold. Why? Because, of course, barely any enchants use dream shards. we're drowning in them due to the fact that they're so available in heroics. Indeed, when I get a dream shard from a green, I groan. Why is that? Why would that be? I used to remember the joy of getting a large prismatic shard, or going even further back, a large glowing shard, or a large gleaming shard, or a large brilliant shard. Getting all that stuff, that was a good thing. That used to be awesome. Now it isn't, because for some reason, you can get a Greater Plana Essence for 30 gold, but you can get a Dream Shard for 10. Go figure. Blatant stupid. So yeah, there is no reliable way, certainly not cost effectively, to acquire the materials to level up Enchanting. Whereas with anything else, there is. You want to level up tailoring. Okay, I'm doing that right now. My tailoring's at like 435, and it will get to 450 relatively soon. I could blast up right now. I've got the money for it. I could level it up. You know what? I can also sell the stuff, if not at a minor loss, for a slight profit. For instance, currently I'm selling black duskweave robes and I'm getting 100 gold a pop. The material cost is slightly higher, but the skill up makes it worth it. It's not bad. Plus, I can acquire the cloth for free, without any real issues. Blacksmithing's the same. Engineering's the same. Leatherworking's the same. Anything that has a gathering skill associated with it, which allows you to gather for free, is the same. Not only that, of course, but with a gathering profession, you can sell your excess stuff, which is always going to be a profit, because the original investment was zero. It's always going to be a profit. You can sell it for 1 copper, you're still making 1 copper over the 0 cost. But it's not even something you really have to go out your way to do. You can do it while questing. And I'm not complaining about that. That's how it should be. It's good. Gathering professions work very well. Nothing wrong with them. I'm not expecting them to change. Problem with Enchanting, of course, is that because you can't gather these materials without cost. I mean, the only way to reliably gather enchanting materials, I say reliably, that's laughable, and I'll come on to that in a minute, is of course to buy greens. Every day I go and rank up my auctioneer and I weigh up the probabilities. Will I get enough materials from buying this green to make it worthwhile? Will it be a profit or will it be a loss? And of course, that's a big deal because most of the time, you don't know what you're gonna get. It's like a wonderful box of chocolates, except nowhere near as tasty. You disenchant an item, you have a rough idea of what might happen. You may get some infinite dust, but you don't know how much. You may get some greater cosmic essence, but you don't know how much. You may get some lesser cosmic essence, but you do not know how much. And of course, on the rare occasions where you're really damn lucky, you'll get a blue enchanting material. Talk about backwards. Maybe the next enchanting material they're going to release will be grey in quality, and it'll be 3 times the cost. Wonderful. So, of course, while that is enjoyable for someone, I'll admit, I don't mind buying up the stuff and seeing what I get. It's kind of cool. It's like the lottery. It's like buying £10 worth of scratch tickets and then finding out, of course, that all you got back was £2. It's exciting for the 10 seconds that it takes to DE the stuff. Then you realise, oh, great, I've just sunk 300 gold on 150 gold's worth of mats. Bloody wonderful. And even my advanced mods and my auctioneer and my experience can't guarantee me that I will make a profit. And of course, that's only going to happen until people get wise to the fact that it's going on, and then the price of greens is going to go up. And then it won't be worthwhile anymore. All the while, of course, the enchanting market is going higher and higher and higher in cost. We have a situation on my server where in order to find stacks of infinite dust, I have to scroll through 11 pages of wands. Single pieces of dust. 11 bloody pages. Oh, you know what the worst thing is? When I get to the end, I find out the stacks aren't as good value. Do you people not understand the principles of bulk market economics? Supply and demand. If you sell in bulk, it's supposed to be cheaper, not more expensive, you imbeciles. What are you thinking? It gets worse. Because, of course, we can't afford to buy the materials, we're in a situation where we have to offer our crafting for free. And I do mean free. As in, you bring the mats, we'll do it for free. We're offering to do something which has already cost us thousands upon thousands of gold to level. Or a hell of a lot of time. The most expensive profession in the game, bar none. We are offering the service for free. Not only that, but people won't accept it. Why? Because some people will offer to pay for a skill up. 20 gold goes to anyone that gets me a skill up with your mats. Here, have this money for the service I am providing. Will you remind me exactly why they're called professions? They should be called amateurs. Professions, you're supposed to make money from being a professional. If you don't make it, you're an amateur. So yeah, I'll be leveling up my amateur skills momentarily. Blinking wonderful. And of course, this is not all the fault of people. I mean, some of it's the fault of people. Some people are just terminally stupid. You just have to deal with that. But no, the problem is the system itself is broken. The system led to this. And it gets worse. I'm not kidding, it gets worse. Let me tell you about the awfulness of 425 Enchanting. Let me tell you the level I'm at right now. And let me tell you about the wonders. The stunning wonders that are the random order of enchants. Usually, in most professions, the higher skill level you get, the better enchants you can make. However, because enchanting is so wacky like that, that's not the case. Instead, what happened was, they came up with all of the recipes, like, okay, we came up with all these recipes, they're great. Now let's throw them in a hat and pull them out one by one, and give them equivalent mats costs, not on how good the enchant is, oh no, not on that, on where the enchant is in skill, in order. So, let's do a comparison, shall we? Let's have a look. Right, let's go back to the previous page of Wowhead. Go and open up Wowhead, go check in Spells, Professions, Enchanting. Now go and have a look. Now, there is a certain enchant that goes by the name of Mighty Spell Power, if I remember. Sorry, Exceptional Spell Power, yes. It provides 50 spell power on a weapon. That is an amazing upgrade. Stunning upgrade, fantastic. It can be acquired at 395 Enchanting. It costs 10 Infinite Dust and 2 Greater Cosmic Essence. So if we do the maths in my head, that's about 80 gold's worth of dust and 60 gold's worth of Greater Cosmic Essence, which of course brings you to a grand total of 140 gold. For 50 spell power. Good upgrade. Good price. Now, let's skip forward, shall we? Let's go to where you'd think, well, okay, at 395 I can get this. The stuff that I must be able to get at 425, it must be absolutely incredible. Yeah, it's fantastic. If you like 18 spirit on braces. Maybe you like 20 agi on gloves. You're only going to pay Greater Cosmic Essence times 8 and an Abyss Crystal, which is about 200 gold. Or maybe you would like the wonders of Enchant Weapon Exceptional Spirit, which is 45 spirit for the grand total of 2 Dream Shards and 30 Infinite Dust. Or maybe you'd like that Major Spirit enchant now. Maybe you're feeling that's good. Okay. All I need from you is 16 Infinite Dust and 12 Greater Cosmic Essence! 12! 12 Greater Cosmic Essence! 30 gold each. That's 360 gold's worth in Greater Cosmic alone! As well as almost an entire stack of Infinite Dust at a cost of 8 gold 50 per dust. You have got to be kidding me! What are you thinking? I can't sell that! There's a minor portion of the population that will even benefit from it, and I can pretty much guarantee that none of them are going to pay 500 gold for the privilege. No, they're not going to do that. It's just stupid. There is no excuse. The good enchants should be at the end, and then they can cost more mats, and that's fine, because they're good, people will pay for them. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful economic procedure we have going on here. This is the system in real life. You pay for better stuff, not for worse. You don't pay more for something that's not as useful. That's just silly. I don't get it. I don't get where they're going with this. I mean, enchanting, as far as I can see right now, is an absolutely awful profession. Obviously, it depends on what server you're on. Some people are going to have affordable vellums, but I will tell you this. My good enchants, the stuff that I can do which is useful, of course is being flooded by everyone else creating it because it's useful and cost-effective. And while leveling up, people are either giving them away for free, or they're putting them on vellums and selling them for under market value just to recoup some of the money. You know, I'm putting up Enchant Chest Mighty Defense for about 100 gold. It's 200 gold's worth of mats. But I'll be lucky if I get 100 because some jackass comes and undercuts me for 30. I'll tell you what, they can jump down a bloody well. As can Blizzard if they think that enchanting in its current form is worth the time and effort, because it isn't. It is not even close to being worth it. It is appalling. And it needs sorting out. Soon. Really. Because last time I checked, it was professions, not amateurs, and I'm not a bloody charity. I don't do things for free. Unless you're a guildie. And then only if you're a guildie I like. My name's Salt Biscuit. This is Blue Please here on WoW Radio. I'll be right back after this. This goes by the name of Synergy. That's the name of the band. The song is called The Sin Trade, which is what I've started calling Enchanting. Enjoy.